My Scott Chicago, only way to keep calm in this troubled world is to have a serene mind. Evil finds an interest through worry, anger, and fear. Those are destructive emotions. That's why I don't watch the news, because they closed down the world. Remember, they ran out of baby milk. Now they're talking about baby oil, So it's a lot of world full of trickery. So you got to stay in prayer, meditations. Happiness comes from within. Take a food, put a match instead of food. It's not what you possess, who you are, but it's just your whole or where you're located at that makes you happy or happy. It's what you think about. You always think about all along. As a man thinketh, so is he. Confucius says, rare are they who prefer virtues to the pleasures of sex. I went 10 years without a woman because I found out poverty forced a man to celibacy. Women don't like broke men. What do I need to stay alive? Food, air, and water. These are necessities. You can't stay alive without breathing. You won't stay alive without drinking water. So these are necessities. Guns are not essential. Air is essential. God is essential. Recovery is essential. Recovery is free. It's a free gift.
Yeah.
Air is free. Breathing is free. The sun is free. Life is free. So life is greater and more important than all material things around me. You know what I'm saying? You got to go inside. The inner self is the true self. You take a food, put in a mattress, it's a food. It ain't the clothes you wear. Socrates said one must worry less about his clothes, hair, and his looks, and nurture more his mind and spirit with great thoughts contained in books. A book by its counsel teaches wise men how to live. That's the beauty of books, because people are dead. So you got to use the wisdom of the great thinkers to live with these people right now. You got to go back to history, study the great thinkers to deal with today's people, because right now they lie to your eyes, control your mind. I trust God. I don't trust man. You know what I'm saying? Houdini died at the end because he got trapped in his illusions. A lot of people are talking about guns, but they ain't talking about God, right? God could be your shield. So God is your protection. You have bodyguards around you and still get shots. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom, King Solomon, go on Proverbs now, he said, make wisdom your possession from youth to old age, for it is more searchable than all the possession. And he said, cling to wisdom, she protects you. Love her, she'll guard you. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Now we got weapons of war. We got wars going on in different countries now. But it's a war going on in Illinois now, right? With the sanctuary. We got illegal immigrants. Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So there's a lot of wickedness going on. So it's good and bad. Darwin talks about yin and yang, negative and positive. So trust God, keep God first. They taught me in the 60s when I dropped candy, they said, God kiss it, devil miss it. So my Scott Chicago, I'm a senior citizen. I ain't no illegal immigrant. I was born in Chicago, so I got to live two lives in one lifetime. See, a monkey can't sell bananas. Compulsion means you're going to do something against your will. So surrender to win, and you can find the peace that comes from God, not Disneyland, not the politicians. I don't care who's in the White House. That's not going to change your life. Only God can change your life.
There you go.
Your thinking doesn't change. Once your thinking change, your action change, your life change. So it's cool to be a square. The slow lane is the best lane. I don't have to stay up. I don't have to be happy on Christmas, Santa, Valentine's Day, mean or Halloween. So detach from fear, anger, and worry. And if I'm depressed, it's because I'm living in the past. I don't live in the past. My lessons are from the past. If I'm anxious, because I'm living in the future. If I'm at peace, because I'm living in the moment. See, sorrow looks back. Worry looks around. Faith looks up. You look up to God. That's where your faith comes from. Not fear. See, fear is evil. Fear is a dark room with developed negatives. I pray to have no fear. So my Scott Chicago, I'm enjoying life. I'm by myself. I got a lady over here. She's communicating with this lady sitting over here. And the educated man with certain spiritual qualities which makes him calm and diversity, happy with alone. Happiness is not the result of wealth and luxury, but a spiritual standing. Wealth is what you think of it. One man streaming rich in money and possessions, but poor and free means constantly watched. So a king is esteemed his own country, a wise man wherever he goes. A wise man's fun is being wise, a fool's fun is being bad. It's better to be slow-tempered than famous. It's better to have self-control than control an army. Rich or broke, famous or no, God is the answer to your problem. God is the answer to your problem. Not money. Money is not the answer to your problems. You know, God is the answer to problems. That's and it's the dollar bill saying, God we trust. In God we trust. See, people don't believe in God. They trust in men, your politicians. No, I trust God. Because, you know, the world is full of trickery. You know, they legalize marijuana to keep people in spells. And the compulsion means you're going to do something against your will. When they say he's a compulsive gambler, he's gambling against his will. She's a compulsive shopper, she's shopping against her will. You know, he's a compulsive gambler, a compulsive thief. I mean, he have $1,000 in his pocket and go down and he'll steal a candy bar because he's going to tell you get a rush off of stealing. You know, so, yeah, I should get a rush when I should watch the news. They said, this story just, I should fly off the couch. See, I don't watch the news. Because freedom comes from your mind. So I'm going back into Zen and the martial arts because I've been on that most of my life now. Let your mind flow. The mind must always be in a state of flowing, for when it stops anywhere, the flow is interrupted. And this interruption is injurious to the well-being of the mind. The second part of that meditation says, flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. And also remember, when you get hit by a train, it's not the last car to caboose that kills the person. It's always the first car to engine that kills the person. But now that didn't change. You get on a train and get killed now. It ain't about getting hit in front of the train. You get in on the train. A guy sit across from me. I was on the train last week. A guy sit right across from me and just started smoking weed like he was in time. I mean, who does this? I mean, he started smoking. He pulled out a joint, started smoking weed. Yeah. Me and the other guy, we got up and went to the next train. See, that's why they legalize this stuff. And these people think they're entitled. I don't want to smoke your. I want to smell your marijuana. I don't want to smoke your, because I don't want to inhale your marijuana. But he was on a train, sitting right next to me, young guy too. See, that's what I'm saying. They didn't mess up people's mind. Yeah. I mean, if I got to smell the weed, the kids got to smell the weed. So yeah, let's put your thinking cap on, like you told me back in grammar school. Because like I said, we're coming up in the fall is coming. And like my grandmother said, Michael, a bird can fly so high, but he must come down to get his food. You stay humble, you won't crumble. Mike Scott, Chicago.